Hey everybody, I'm Chris Fafalius, and I'm the producer of Krista Makes a Podcast and the host of the One Hit Thunder podcast.
And I'm Matt Kelly, host of Horror Movie Night and the producer / the head of content for the Geekscape Podcasting Network.
Between the two of us, we have, believe it or not, 25 years of podcasting experience, and we want to help you start your own podcast.
We know podcasting, and we want to share that knowledge with you.
So whether you're new to podcasting or you want some feedback on your currently active podcast, we want to help.
Or perhaps you're just overwhelmed with all of the editing work. Well, we can help you with that also.
You can check out our website at weknowpodcasting.com for more information.
We're excited to help your podcasting dreams become a reality.
Well, there's a party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, and everybody's gonna spread the holiday cheer, 'cause it's Christmas. Oh, it's the best time of the year. Let's do fake reindeer with them.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt.
It looks like there's someone else over there. What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, who's
My
this?
sister. It's my sister, Stevie.
Hey! All right.
Hey, how's it going?
Stevie, I got some questions for you. Let's pull you up to the mic. So Dylan has told us about Christmas in the Lyles house.
Yeah.
I want to hear how you think of Christmas in the Lyles house, because Dylan and I are a lot alike, right? We have this ability to put on the most rose-tinted of glasses about Christmas, and I think sometimes I paint a brush of traditions that the rest of my family doesn't think are actual traditions. They just think it's forced mandatory fun from Matt Kelly on Christmas Day. Tell me what Christmas is like from your perspective in
Like,
the house.
Dylan's a fucking
Yeah.
liar.
I'm
Yeah.
tired of it. 16
Yeah.
years of this shit.
Yeah, it's like I just want to sleep, and Dylan comes bursting in, and he's like, "Get the fuck up! It's Christmas time!" You're like,
No, because you don't understand how absolutely true that actually is. I'm gonna throw it back to when he was still living at my house. He's probably talked about it on the podcast before, but he does not sleep on Christmas Eve. He just kind of stays up.
Dude, who sleeps on Christmas Eve?
I do,
So-
in case you were unaware.
So, fun fact about me on Christmas Eve, and I don't have to do this as much now, but as a kid, I used to make a mixtape of the most boring songs from every album I owned, and I would listen to it on Christmas Eve because it was the only thing that I could think of to help me fall asleep. Because if I stayed awake, the anxiety of waiting for it to be Christmas morning would make time go so slow. So it was just like, what are the slowest, most dull songs that I have? And I'm just going to put this on heavy rotation all night long.
Yeah, see, I have to fall asleep with A Christmas Story on. Like, I turn it on and then just turn it real low. And then I just wake up at random points in the movie.
Gotcha.
I've never actually seen the full thing.
I mean, I didn't for a really long time. I'd seen the whole movie. I just hadn't seen the movie from start to finish.
Well, it would always be playing in the background on Christmas Day, and I didn't care about what was on the TV at Christmas Day. I was caring about the presents. Like,
I think that's fair. I think that's most normal human beings that aren't Dylan and I, where
exactly.
like the presents are cool, but man, Christmas is all about that build up and the anticipation. And then, like, to me, it's like, oh man, the presents are done, and now my entire family's gonna show up, and we're just gonna like have a beautiful evening together. Like, this is the best.
This is amazing. This is awesome. No, it's all about the presents.
Okay.
I'm kidding. But yeah, totally. But Dylan would wake me up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, like, it's Christmas, let's go wake up Mom and Dad. And Mom and Dad are not awake.
Dylan, are you
at
the
all.
oldest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I also had that job with my younger siblings. It was as the older brother, you're supposed to wake them up and give them the permission to wake up Mom and Dad, because I won't do that part. I'll wake up like my brother and be like, Brian, you should go wake up Mom and Dad and say you want to open
Dude,
presents.
I would do the same thing. I would be like, hey, You go wake up mom and dad. It's time to get up.
He's like, I'm not taking the heat for this one. It's Christmas.
I don't know
If I do, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I don't know if I shared this story. I just remembered this. I woke up one Christmas and I knew that it was too early. Like it was like 2 a.m. I was like,
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I was like, I can't even play this game, but I was wide awake. So I creep downstairs, I take a look at all the gifts, and then I just put on Tim Allen's The Santa Claus and just laid amongst the gifts and watched the whole movie. And then 2 hours later, was like, all right, let me see if I could go back to bed for just a little bit. And then I laid in bed wide awake for another 30 minutes. I was like, 4:30, that's close enough. Let's go wake up mom and dad. It's time.
Holy shit. Dude, my parents would lose their fucking mind if I went and woke them up at 4:30. Was this like, so we all still believe in Santa. We've all made that very clear
Yes.
here. But was this pre-like...
Well, let's think. When did the Santa Claus come out? Because I'm pretty sure I was double digits at this point.
This is, so Santa Claus, the original Santa Claus came out in 94.
Okay, so I would have been 10 then because it was on VHS, so it probably took about a year. 10 years old, I kind of knew. I didn't want to know, but I did know. And that was the other thing. I was like,
So you're like 2 a.m., you see the presents, and you're like, Santa got to my house early.
Yeah.
He's working fast tonight.
yeah. Dude, we got tricked into believing so many things just based on my pure refusal to not like it would take like the simplest things, like the tiniest things. My parents had me believing, this is insane and I'm going on a little tangent. My parents had all of us believing in the Easter Bunny for a really, really long time because one of our dogs shit in the living room and my dad quickly improvised and said that it was the Easter Bunny who had done it. And we just were like, oh man, the Easter Bunny shit in our house.
Easter present.
Yeah.
Every year after that, you were like, well, at least the Easter Bunny didn't shit here this year.
Yeah, like I believed in it. Like there was a point where I was like, all right, well, Santa's not real, but like the Easter Bunny definitely took a dooker in our living room. So like,
Well, this is not to bring us down, but I blame our parents for us being so susceptible to heartbreak because we're just so trusting, Matt.
Very much so. I was like, listen, okay, so maybe the guy can't make it around the United States, but there's definitely a giant rabbit that is going house to house and dropping off candies. And I've got the proof, except it was thrown out shortly thereafter, but I seen the proof with my own 2 eyes.
Why are you throwing that out?
Well, we called the National Enquirer and they didn't seem very impressed by it.
First Bat Boy.
Yeah. I said, hello, Weekly World News, please.
The Easter Bunny took a fat steaming pile in my living room.
All right, so Stevie, question about Christmas time at the house. Now, we talked about this in a previous episode, but I'm curious. Are there any foods, snacks, anything, breakfast, whatever, that is like every year this is part of the celebration?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I don't know if Dylan would agree, but every year my dad makes scrambled eggs.
Yeah, no, that's
and he never makes them any other time for me. And I don't know why, because it's not like a specifically like, this is Christmas, we need scrambled eggs, but it's definitely scrambled eggs with ketchup in the mornings, every Christmas
No, I
morning.
believe, Dylan, did you say no to the ketchup in favor of hot sauce, right?
I do both.
Okay, you do a mixture. You
Ketchup and hot sauce, but I also
blending
think that
seasons over there.
After we get done recording, I apparently need to teach my sister how to make scrambled fucking eggs. Because you know you can do that.
It's a pretty
But
complicated
it's the
system.
feeling.
Listen,
It's the feeling.
you got to figure out how many eggs. If you want to put milk or not, do you mix the salt and pepper into the eggs or after the fact? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
I can make scrambled eggs, but they don't taste like Christmas morning.
There you go. So she chooses to deny herself the goodness all year round for the one day.
Absolutely. I do that to myself. And I think it's worth it for the scrambled eggs on Christmas morning.
There you go. All right, cool. When Dylan said that, there was a part of me that's like, Christmas scrambled eggs? Really? Like, because that's just...
No, we're well aware.
Because I feel
we're
like
well
scrambled
aware.
eggs is like literally just like my parents being like, well, we wanted to make French toast, but we don't have any bread. So it's just for, like, it's a scrambled eggs day.
It really is. So I think the thing with doing Christmas breakfast, what's different, because my dad will randomly do like, oh, we're doing a big breakfast this weekend. Like
Oh, you're
I'll
just like,
come
hey,
over,
surprise, here it is.
Yeah, surprise, we're gonna do big breakfast. Come over, I'm cooking and stuff like that.
You don't eat for the rest of the day afterwards.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
like-
much. The difference being that like my family's never been like, we're all gonna sit at the table and eat together. So the difference with it on Christmas is we do that.
Gotcha.
Like we are sitting all together at the table for breakfast, for dinner. So, I mean, where the meals themselves are kind of normal meals, especially breakfast, how we have those meals is different.
All right, so is there anything else that to you jumps out as a Christmas tradition?
Doesn't have to be on Christmas Day.
Yeah, it could be
You
just
have
the whole
that
build-up,
and
the
everything.
basically
Yeah.
post Halloween until the rest of the year, until Halloween Day, basically. So,
Yeah,
like, is there anything that
absolutely.
happens November 1st until October 30th that Dylan considers a Christmas tradition?
So yeah, actually, they're decorating the Christmas tree. Dylan and I used to do it when he still lived with us. We would either put on community Christmas episodes, Mr. Hanky, South Park Christmas episodes, or the Saturday Night Live Christmas special. So whenever I decorate the Christmas tree, because Dylan doesn't like to come over and do it with me anymore.
Jesus.
Ooh, shots fired.
I'll play one of those episodes just to kind of get like into that mood. Because by like December 20th, I'm kind of tired of Christmas. But it comes back closer to
Cutter.
December.
All right.
No.
All right.
Give me the headphones
Merry
back.
Christmas,
Give me-
Dylan.
Delete everything. Keep it all.
Merry Christmas, Matt. And we're done here.
No, but we've covered two of those three things already. So like, yeah, I
and
mean,
the Saturday Night Live thing, we're definitely gonna.
yeah, it's coming.
We're definitely gonna.
Look,
get
we got.
to eventually
I said we're doing
soon.
365 episodes of this podcast. We got plenty of time to get there.
We've got plenty of time, but I also get what you're saying, and Matt, you and I have talked about that before, where we
You get
kind of
burned out.
burnt out on like Christmas music.
Well, I was thinking about that
Yeah.
before you told me that Stevie was going to be over. The other idea that I was going to pitch to you was like things, because you've hinted at it enough, but I wanted to talk about things that have absolutely nothing to do with Christmas that make you think of Christmas regardless.
That's so funny because we could we could split that into like, I don't know if anybody
Be
is
the Snyder Cut
episode.
episode of this podcast. It'd just be 5.5 hours of
Exactly. I don't know if anyone listening to us is a Purple Stuff podcast listener with formerly the Sexy Armpit and Dinosaur Dracula. But they have an episode where they go into Christmas songs and Halloween songs, and they're up to like part 6 or 7 of each of them.
Yeah.
And I think if we'd covered that topic, we would be like, every year we would have to do another part.
Well, because I
that.
think what's so fascinating to me is that I think that that's a very you thing.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like Thanksgiving dinner finishes, and from that point, it's like there isn't anything happening in my life that's not Christmas. Like
Yeah.
if I'm putting on the TV, it's to watch all of the Christmas specials that I love. Like I don't care what Netflix drops. Unless it's a new Christmas movie, it's getting put off until December 26th. Like the radio is nothing but Christmas tunes. Like, so I'm literally in like a time capsule of Christmas for like that month. So there's never even an opportunity for other things that aren't Christmas based to bleed into my Christmas traditions, versus you're just like, I don't know, I listened to Real Big Fish on a drive one time and now they're part of my Christmas tradition. Like, it's so weird to me.
weird.
It's
Yeah.
and I think that's why I'm so fascinated by it.
I don't know. It is really weird. And my buddy Jason was talking to me about that a couple weeks back, about a certain other thing, but bringing up the fact that it's like, okay, so you're like from June July on, you're in full blown Halloween mode, and everybody around you is like, "Oh, Dylan's all fucking Halloweeny now." And finally, October 31st hits, and they're like, "All right, Dylan's gonna calm down now." And
Then you hear, like,
Dylan
jingle
actually,
bells in the
yeah,
distance.
exactly. You hear fucking jingle bells in the distance.
You're like, oh
And
shit.
It's like,
Here it
it's like,
comes.
I know, Matt. Not a big fan of Krampus or the movie Krampus, but you hear the fucking Krampus
That's
bells
exactly what I was
in
thinking.
the background, the part where he's hopping from roof to roof, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, it's Christmas, motherfuckers! But you'll see me in like May, like hanging out with somebody, and I'm sure they just get fucking tired of me going, oh, this makes me think of Christmas. You're like, Kanye West's 808s and Heartbreaks makes you think of Christmas? I'm like, yeah.
I'm feeling pretty festive right
Yeah.
now. I don't know.
It's in the summer. Someone popped on Family Force 5, and you're like, yo, it's too hot out for some Family Force 5 right now.
Exactly, dude. We can't dance or die until at least November 15th. Okay?
Crouton rings in the Christmas season for me.
It's not Christmas season until I hear fucking Soul Glow. Keep it on the mic.
My Christmas kicks off with 2 MCs, and there's Soul Glow and Bat Commander. It's the only time I'm ready.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that episode's gonna be fun. And that one's gonna be like that is gonna be like a 5-hour episode. What is everything that makes you think of Christmas,
Yeah,
Dylan?
jeez.
And I'm just gonna have a stack
Yeah.
of things.
Binder full.
I'll have like
Exactly.
a book. It's like, well, one time I read this book at Christmas time, and now I always think about the time I read that book.
Hey, dude, I also pitched you the idea before that we're going to do Christmas Heartbreak. And that's where Dylan just eliminates the past decade of Christmases.
Just strikes them from the record.
Dude, I haven't celebrated Christmas since 2010. I don't know what you guys are talking
I don't seem to recall, actually.
What's a Christmas?
Boopy doopy doop, boop sex.
It's nice to have these episodes, though. Not that we always stay on, like, format and on
I
brand, but
would be more concerned if we stayed on format and brand with this show, to be totally honest.
dude, the show would be so fucking boring.
100%. People do not tune in on this because they really want to hear our hot takes on, like, I don't know, fucking Santa Claus 3 Escape Clause. Like, they just want us to talk about the same old shit that we talked about 4 or 5 episodes ago.
Exactly.
Pat ourselves on the back and be like, yo, it was funny a couple episodes ago. We made this reference. Like, most self-congratulatory podcast on the internet.
Remember- oh, you like scrambled eggs? I remember Dylan mentioned scrambled eggs.
Yeah, Dylan, I know we
So-
talked about when you came down here, we would cook all the Christmas traditional food for each other to try. So you're just going to, like, make me some scrambled eggs in the morning? It's like,
Pulls a bottle of hot sauce out of his
Yeah.
pocket. I brought the good stuff.
yeah.
I need you to also say scrambled eggs because I don't know how to cook anything. And when I go to cook things for Matt, I just need to make him some scrambled eggs.
Yeah, no, I know your family makes this really extravagant breakfast that takes 2 days of prep time. Unfortunately, on your end, we just do scrambled eggs. I was like, is it a special Lyles family recipe? Yeah, it involves eggs. Like, and then we,
It's the same.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do like some raviolis and some fucking sweet ham and what are you bringing? Eggs.
yeah. I want to mix them up in a bowl. And you can do with them what you want. I recommend putting them in a pan, but if you really feel driven to, you could dip some bread in there and toss it on the pan.
Just showed up with eggs, bread, and stovetop stuffing.
Mm-mm-mm.
You want to get in the spirit?
Yeah.
I got you
Yeah.
covered.
Oh, dear God. Well,
And a physical copy of Christmas Pageant by Family Force 5.
all right. Well, I think
Oh
that this
my
was a
God.
pretty good topicless episode that stayed within the realm of Christmas for the most part.
It stayed within the realm of Christmas, dude. And like what? We're in the middle of June.
Yeah, we got this.
It hot as fuck out.
It's horrible.
It's
We,
pretty rough. I don't leave the house. I just have my central air set to the temperature it needs to be set on, and I just stay here.
No, but we're back. We're better than ever, and we are gonna get more Christmassy as the time goes on. Next month, July, we've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I
lined
guess I
up.
could mention that.
We're excited.
I don't know all of the details, but July 16th, we are going to be doing some type of live stream for Geekscape, and I'm pretty sure that Christmas 365 is going to be involved in said live stream, and maybe the following day, one or two quick morning live streams as well. You never know. It's crazy.
I'll be. I think I'll be in that area, Matt.
Yeah.
I think I'll be up there.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
there with you, and I'm very excited to see the old bachelor pad.
Yeah.
Bringing the scrambled eggs and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, dude. Load it. Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
Nailed it, man.
Well,
So it's good to see you. It's good to hear you.
it's good to hear you. And Dylan, happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, Matt.
Oh, whoa, oh, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holiday, have a great, great, great holiday, have a merry, 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 happy holiday.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network. You're listening to the Geekscape Network.